a little bit leaner, and I think that's going to translate in his explosiveness and quickness. He's been very, very locked in with his training, and you get the sense he has a confidence in his teammates when he looks around the locker room. Shannon, do you believe LeBron will be in even better shape than he was last year?
Even better than last year?
Skip, I don't like to get into quantifying when it comes to shape. Because the one thing that we know about LeBron James is that he's never out of shape. But I am a firm believer as we start to age in a professional sport, we should drop a few pounds. I know that's what I did. I didn't weigh the same in my 30s as I did in my 20s. And as I got closer and closer, I started coming in a pound, 2 pounds lighter. So by my last year, I showed up to camp at about 226, and my last game I weighed 223. So that's the way I like to do it, whereas I'll be coming in at 237, then 35, then 36, then 32, then 30. So I just felt as I aged, I needed to get lighter, Skip, because normally as you get older and you weigh the same or you weigh more, you're not as fast. So I felt as I was getting older, I needed to take some weight off so I can maintain that level of quickness. So I can share this with you. Somebody's in a heap of trouble. See, AD felt that I needed to be able to bang. So I'm going to play a lot of 5. I will need to bang. So I need to beef up. LBJ says, you know what? I'm about to be 37. I'm going to be taking off from half court. I need to trim down. Long story short, short story long. Y'all over. It's over. It's over now. You get treated so bad.
Yeah, you keep picking the Nets to win it all.
Don't you worry about that. I tell you who I'm not picking, Clippers. I tell you it's over for the Clippers. It's over for the Clippers.
Yeah, it won't be over if he comes back by March.
Well, I don't know who he is. Well, but if he comes back, he in trouble too.
He is he. He is the
whoever he is. He in trouble when he comes back.
Kawhi Town owns this town because he owns the Lakers.
No, he doesn't. Stop saying that.
Okay, so one day I hear that AD has buffed up.
Yeah.
And Coach Vogel says he's imposing.
Physical.
Imposing.
Yes.
The next day, the GM says that LeBron has slimmed up.
Sleek.
It's usually slimmed down, but I'll give you slimmed up. I know where he's going with it.
Sleek.
And he says LeBron has been very, very locked in with his training. Well, this indicates to me that he was a little overweight last year. And wait, all those videos he posted over the last 3 years, I guess they were just a bunch of phony baloney that he must have been eating a little baloney along the trail.
You saw the man.
Because he's saying he's more locked in now with his training than he used to be. So I guess all that, look at me, all those videos that I had to sit through and sleep through.
You didn't have to sit through it. Why you followed it?
It's my job. I don't follow it. I see them at night when they get sent on our undisputed night list. I'm like, not again. LeBron, are you the only one who works out in the NBA?
Yeah, right? I love that, bro. Get hype. Get hype.
The hype videos. And I'm saying, wait a second. Are you suggesting that you work harder than anybody else? See, Kawhi works really hard. Kevin Durant works really hard.
What does Kawhi work
They just don't post.
I'm not scared. First of all, Kevin Durant can't gain weight. Kevin Durant's going to be 172 pounds at 7 foot tall for the rest of his life.
Yeah, Kawhi is put together. He is all man.
All man.
Yeah.
Mr. Glass. That's what he is. Okay. You remember the character? You know the character I'm talking about.
Glass.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson character.
Okay, so are we suggesting here that LeBron was, dare I say, fat last year?
No, what we're saying is that he realized that he gets a full offseason. There are a lot of guys that didn't come back into peak condition because it was a quick turnaround. LeBron needed ample time. Now, he's like, you know what? I tried to be maybe 5 pounds heavier. That doesn't work for me.
Are we suggesting maybe he celebrated a little too long after the bubble championship? Bubblicious.
No,
asterisk.
I don't believe.
Cubic zirconia.
The one thing I don't worry about LeBron is I don't worry about him not putting the work in. Because you don't get to this level without putting the work in. He's put the work in.
Well, I kept telling you last year, it looks like he's got some new love handles.
He had no love handles. Yeah. I mean, the guy had love handles, and before he got injured, he was favored to win the MVP. Now the man get hurt. You see what you did? Now he got hurt, and you want to forget all about it. But up until that point, he was the front runner for the MVP.
How can LeBron be more locked into his training than he was last year, year before?
Because, Skip.
More locked in than ever?
Yeah, because guess what? you're closer to the end than the beginning.
Oh.
And that's what you start to do. Because what we start to do, Skip, as we start to age, we realize the one thing that we can never recapture is time. We can't borrow it. We can't hold on to it. All we can do is that embrace it.
Wait, is that a picture of the fat LeBron?
There you go. See, there you go.
I don't know. I don't know because it looks, that's what the suggestion here is. And by the way, Pelinka says that he now, you get a sense he has confidence in his teammates when he looks around the locker room. What locker room? They haven't been in the locker room. How can you be looking around the locker room in the offseason?
He knows what's in that locker room. He ain't got to worry about.
Even played with
he don't worry about somebody coming. He don't worry about somebody coming to work with pink hair, green hair, red hair, yellow hair, baggy pants, cowboy boots, a construction outfit on, overalls, dungarees, breeches. He ain't got to worry about that. He worry about guys that play basketball.
Has he played with Ellington, his new starting two guard?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Played with Malik Monk?
Gonna be dishing that thing up.
Has he played with Kendrick Nunn? No, I don't think so.
Lockdown D.
Has he played with Trevor Ariza? I don't think so.
Whoa,
I don't know. How can he look around and have confidence? And by the way, Dave McMenamin reports that he's just maintaining his weight at around 250 pounds, which it was listed at last.
Reporters yesterday wearing a shirt saying "Beat Dallas." Sirianni said of all the NFL rivalries, this one reminds him the most of a classic college football rivalry, adding, quote, "I'll be wearing this all week. My kids got it. My wife has one. And yeah, we'll be wearing them." So Shannon, do you like, love, or hate this?
I like it. And like you said, this is like a college vibe type of a situation. This is like a rivalry, maybe Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida. It has that kind of feel. And you told me that you believe that the Cowboys' biggest rivalry is the Washington football team. Well, Philly views their biggest rivalry as the Dallas Cowboys. As being in a division, the Raiders. We called it Raider Week.
Yep.
And it was there with Dan, it was there with Wade, but it got more with Mike because Mike was once employed by Al.
Yep.
And Al refused to pay Mike the remaining of his salary. So we took it personal. That, hold on, you hired this man, you won't pay this man his money, so we're going to beat the hell out of you, we're going to make you pay it. And so that's the way we approached it, Skip. So it was Raider Week. We knew it was Raider Week. Not a day. We didn't have no anything printed up, but it was Raider Week. We was on a heightened alert because we know what they represented. They know what we represented. It's a one-on-one battle, Skip. You really didn't have to watch a whole lot of game film that week because they're going to be sitting right there in front of you. It's mano a mano. They trying to come knock your head off. You trying to tear their heads off.
Yep.
But Nick Sirianni is trying to send a message, guys. Fans, I understand the significance, the importance of this ball game. The significance and the importance of this ball game. Yes, it's the third game of the season, but we want to go out and get on a great start. It's beating a division opponent. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. So I like it. He's a young coach, Skip. He and a lot of times, obviously veteran coaches. And coaches with experience. He popped up out of nowhere, Skip. Nobody had Nick Sirianni on their radar for being a head coach.
I didn't even know who he was.
I didn't know who he was either. But Skip, I like this. And hey, send me one. Send me one of them shirts. I'll wear it too.
Really?
Yep.
Now to answer Alex's question, like, love, or hate this, I love it for my Cowboys because it feels to me like they are now the Philadelphia high school Eagles. This is a hairy high school move. I'm sorry. He just turned 40. Did he just coach in high school? I think he coached in Indianapolis.
What you gonna do when Mike McCarthy have shirts put up like rematch against the Cardinals?
Well,
what you gonna do? What you gonna say?
But he doesn't do T-shirts. He said that, tried to hype up his team to get even with those guys.
In a preseason game.
Yeah, in a preseason game. I got that. I cannot defend his lack of motivational skills. But I can criticize the young, new Eagles coach, just now 40 years of age, because it doesn't work this way. Trust me, in the Cowboy locker room, they are trying not to laugh over this.
They're laughing.
Because they don't care about the Eagles the way the Eagles care about the Cowboys.
Right.
Nobody is saying it's Philly week.